Welcome back. A major strategy shift. That's what U.S. officials are calling the Kremlin's latest plan to drastically reduce military forces in 2 Ukrainian cities.
The Russian Ministry of Defense says it has decided to de-escalate following peace talks today. We'll see. Chris Wynn reports on this key military change and what Russia expects in return.
A significant move on 2 fronts. Russia pulling back some forces from Kyiv and Chernihiv following the latest peace talks with Ukraine in Istanbul, with Turkey hailing the talks as the most meaningful progress yet. More than a month into the invasion, many crediting the underestimated resilience of the Ukrainian people.
I do think that Ukraine is in a good negotiating position, much better than they would be had they not been able to push the Russians out of Kyiv.
Paramount to Russia's change in strategy, an agreement on neutrality. A Ukrainian presidential advisor saying a meeting between Putin and Zelensky is now a likelihood. But the shelling of northern cities continued on Tuesday, even as the de-escalation was announced.
Mr. Mayor, what was that?
You have just heard an explosion. That means something has flown in to attack us. You can give this recording to your military and they will tell you that this is not our explosion. This isn't us striking something. This is something that has come from the enemy side.
U.S. officials believe Russian forces are pulling back in some areas of the north to focus on gains in the south and the east. But Secretary of State Antony Blinken cautions that this could be a deception.
There is what Russia says, and there's what Russia does. We're focused on the latter.
In Washington, I'm Chris Wynn reporting.
For what it's worth, the Pentagon does not believe Russian forces are really calming their offensive in the near future. According to U.S. military officials, there has been a small reduction in Russian forces there.
But Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby warns that doesn't mean that the city is now safe.
Has there been some movement by some Russian units away from Kyiv in the last day or so? Yeah, we think so. Small numbers. But we believe that this is a repositioning, not a real withdrawal, and that we all should be prepared to watch for a major offensive against other areas of Ukraine. It does not mean that the threat to Kyiv is over.
In other news, a North Dakota native leaving her mark on the Jackrabbits program. In sports, Tylee Irwin's record-setting year at SDSU.